If you've ever wondered why people say Miami tests friendships and Vegas tests relationships, let me tell you about my New Year's Eve last night. We pull up, one of my friends is plus size, and they tell her that she has to pay $300 at the door. So I asked my friend, would you be willing for us to pay for your Uber to go back home so that way we can at least go into the club before midnight?
So I'm the $300 plus size Miami friend. I really wasn't going to address this at first, but so I felt like I needed to come tell my side of the story.
With as many horror stories as we have with women going on girls' trips with each other, especially to Miami and to Atlanta, I have no idea why they continue to do so. However, this woman went on a girls' trip to Miami with a group of friends and went to the club. When they got to the club tried to charge one of their plus-size friend an additional $300 to enter. And instead of the group of girls leaving all together, they ordered the plus-size friend an Uber.
If you've ever wondered why people say Miami tests friendships and Vegas tests relationships, let me tell you about my New Year's Eve last night. 4 of us get ready to go out. I already DM'd the promoter for Vendom, so that way he said we can get in, there'll be alcohol, no, wait at the door, everything's all good. We pull up, one of my friends is plus size, and they tell her that she has to pay $300 at the door. We all thought we were going to have an expense-free night, so no one wanted to pay for the $300 entry fee. We spent over 2 hours trying to figure out if we're going to split it, can she put on her credit card, whether we're just going to leave, go to another club, like literally just doing everything. And we spent over 2 hours plotting and planning and strategizing. Finally, we're 10 minutes before New Year's Eve, and I personally did not want to spend my New Year's Eve sitting on the curb. So I asked my friend, would you be willing for us to pay for your Uber to go back home so you can watch the ball drop, watch fireworks, and be safe, so that way we can at least go into the club before midnight? She turned to me and says, I'll get in that Uber, but once I do, we are not friends anymore.
I'm not 100% positive of what this woman's name is because there were a lot of spoof accounts on TikTok, so we're going to call her Miami. This video that Miami created went viral, and the people in the comments weren't having it. May this friendship never find me. Oh, you are so weird. Thank God y'all did that. God clearly saved her from y'all. And like I said, this video was all over social media, and people on the internet were not very happy with her. And here are some of the video reactions that people gave.
But guys, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Like, actually, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Because I've been in that position too, not specifically that, but I've had friends who like prioritize their own excitement, their own fun, their own whatever, more than like the group fun and the group and everybody making sure we all have fun together. Fuck that shit. People like that will forever prioritize themselves and make sure they have a good time rather than anybody else. They only fucking think about themselves. It's very like me, like fuck you, me. It's never about the group, Her reasoning for why they didn't want to like split that $300 within the group was like, we all went into the night thinking we weren't gonna have to pay anything, so like nobody wanted to. But it's like, y'all can't afford fucking $50 to $75 so that all of you can go out together and like enjoy it. Maybe like don't go to Miami. You would rather break your friend's heart and make her have the worst New Year's ever that she'll never forget, probably be traumatized for fucking life, than to spend $70. Okay.
It sounds like to me that they only invited the big girl to split the cost of the expenses on the trip and not because they actually cared about her and wanted her to be included. People are saying that this story is giving broke because they easily could have split the cost of the entry fee, but no, to me, that's missing the whole point. They should not have entertained that club. They should have left, gone somewhere else, cussed the promoters out and the bouncers out in person, and then put them on blast on social media. They were supposed to stick up and advocate for their big friend, who I guarantee you would have done the same for them if the roles were reversed. This is the type of stuff that Samira be talking about, and people are blaming this on Miami club culture, talking about how they have very strict standards, but no, that could really happen anywhere. You already have to have thick skin as a big girl when you're going out clubbing, especially if you're going out clubbing with a bunch of smaller girls, because chances are you are gonna have a different experience than them. And it's even worse when them same friends act like they don't see the bigger friends' mistreatment. They act like they don't see the men being rude to them, the staff ignoring them having to dance alone, them having to go sit at the bar alone while everybody else is having the time of their lives. Or in this case, having to pay a fat tax while the skinny friends get in for free. Yeah, I hope the bigger friend finds a new friend group that actually appreciates her.
Yeah, maybe it's just me, but if I'm going to the club and they tell my friend that she has to pay $300 because she's a little bit big, I'm going to another club. Y'all are... Oh.
But then the plus size friend in question gave her own video response. Take a look.
Hey y'all, so I'm the $300 plus size Miami friend. I really wasn't going to address this at first, but I keep seeing it all over my For You page, discourse, and think pieces. So I felt like I needed to come tell my side of the story. I've really been confused about this whole situation, but here we go. So I'm from New York. I flew out to Miami to hang out with these girls that I thought were my homegirls to spend New Year's together. I've known these girls for a minute. We were good friends, and everything was planned for New Year's. One of my friends, well, old friends, hit up the promoter, let him know how many girls were coming, and everything was good. So I'm excited. I'm hype. I'm about to have a nights out, spend New Year's with my homegirls. So we get to the door, and the promoter is like, I have to pay to get in because I'm plus size. All of them can get in except for me. So at that point, I basically felt targeted, and I'm tight. Like, I'm mad. I'm confused. I'm like, huh? Like, it was crazy. So now we're outside for 2 hours trying to figure out what we're going to do, going back and forth because I can't get in because I have to pay $300 because I'm plus sized. And my former friend says, can we Uber you home? And I tell her, I'll get in the Uber. But once I get in the Uber, me and you, we not cool anymore. Period. It was never about the $300 for me. It was the principle. And it's the fact that y'all supposed to be my homegirls. I flew out here from New York, and y'all are trying to send me home and go inside without me instead of let's find somewhere else to go. You feel me? Like, so 10 minutes before the ball drops, they go inside and I Uber home, and they're cut off after that. Not only was I embarrassed by the club, I lost people, girls who I thought were genuine friends. And this was a traumatizing experience. So, yeah, when they say be careful in Miami will show you who your true friends are, it's dead serious.
I think a lot of people, when they saw this video, were shocked to see that this woman really wasn't that plus sized. But what do you think? Were the friends wrong for ordering an Uber to make sure that they still had a good night on New Year's Eve? Or should everyone have left together? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.